Why are things not working out for you? Why are you not favored? Why is the manifestations that you are trying to bring into reality not coming in? Let's talk about it. Let's step back on manifestations and let's understand the law of this world, the law in which this world is governed by. If I can illustrate it, this world of ours, call it what you will, call it, what is it? Yin and yang, whatever you call it, or call it the scales, the balancing of the scales. We are governed by equilibrium, balance. Everything has to be a sense of homeostasis. Everything is trying to reach this homeostasis state. If we look, for example, like our body, when it's hot, in order to regulate like our temperature, we sweat, right? Our armpits sweat, we get a little bit moisture. When it's cold, we shiver to produce heat. When the world, for example, when we overfish, when we deforest to an extreme level, what happens? Disease, depletion. The world responds to try to get to a state of homeostasis once again. In the spectrum of two extremes, the world is always trying to reach a balance. Now, wouldn't you say that our physical world, the way in which the world is governed, the way in which our body tries to reach a certain optimal state, wouldn't you say that our emotions, our manifestations, what we want in life, follows the same principle, follows that same law of balance? Now, in terms of our emotion, in terms of what we want in life, it is governed by this thing called importance, what mental energy we place onto that thing, what level of attention we place on it. If you are trying to manifest more money, right? Money, something, wealth, okay. You may think that putting more importance on this in your life will increase your wealth, right? If we place more importance in it, let's signal to the world and we'll do stuff to get more aligned to that level of money, of wealth. But that is just not the case. When we place more importance on something, more attention on a thing, we become more dependent. We are going in between the extremes in which this world is governed by, and we are not reaching a level of homeostasis. We're going on the extreme of dependence on that money. And so what does the world do in order to counteract this, in order to balance this dependence? Money gets away from you. You're starting to see that dependence, your overly attention and trying to keep this money to yourself will inevitably make you lose it. Anything that you cherish so deeply, depend so deeply on, you will inevitably lose. So you have to be in a level of detachment, not neglect, but detachment on that thing. Detach yourself. I'm not saying completely neglect the fact that you need money, but don't be neglectful or completely obsessive. View this thing, this money, as a tool. And don't think Don't put that mental strength in order to think that you don't have that money. Detach yourself from that money. Rather, align yourself with actions, with the energy and frequency of that money, right? It's like what they say in manifestation. When you're manifesting something, you have to align to that reality, right? You have to align to whatever life that you want. What you feel, what you see, what you have. All your senses must be aligned to that reality in order to get that reality. And this thing called money, if that's in your reality, we are not dependent and obsessive with it if we have an abundance of it, right? If we're going to abundance of it, we're not acting so dependent on it. And so in order to manifest it, detach yourself from that money, detach yourself from that goal, and just act. Just do. Because you are directly going against balance, equilibrium in your life. I think Anton Chekhov explained it well in terms of being a slave. If you are, or even Nelson Mandela, when he first got out of prison, he told himself that if he doesn't relinquish these emotions of despise and anger towards these people that did him wrong, then he will be a slave to those emotions. He will be in prison still. And that is exactly what you wanted to relinquish your sense of importance to things. This doesn't mean that when I say that you are completely neglectful. That does not mean that when it comes to money, that you are completely and utterly careless with it. I'm not saying that. Those are going against these two extremes once again. We want to be in a state of equilibrium. Not inflated importance, not inflated avoidance, but just nil. Detachment. Balance. That's the key to manifesting what you want. I remember when I was looking for a job or like an internship, when everything came easy to me was when I detached myself from that fear of not having a job, that fear of not having an internship and having to stay another year of school. Detachment. I'm not avoiding this fact. I'm not overly obsessing this fact. I know in my heart that it's going to happen. I pictured it already. And I made necessary steps and actions to reach that goal. In this present moment, we only control this moment. This present moment, how we react. And so focus your sights on that. Focus your sights on that present moment. Not the future outcome. Not the fear of thinking, okay, what if will happen when I do this? Like, don't bother yourself with that. The future is still uncertain. The past is already behind you. The present is a gift. So focus your sights on that. My favorite film, if any of you guys know about it, is Shamrock Redemption. And it places special importance, I believe, or what I gathered from that film, on how you react to things. You can be in a prison and still be free. Free in thought, free in how you perceive that situation of yours. In Shamrock Redemption, that accountant was still making the most of his current situation. He's creating change wherever you go. You can create change wherever you go. You can create things wherever you go. You don't have to be a prisoner if you choose not to be. If you control your emotions and picture that situation of yours as an opportunity. And opportunities are always afforded to those who are in balance, who are in the flow of how things are run in this world, the laws that govern it. And so balance is the law that governs this world, one of the several laws that govern this world. And when you align yourself and not go in two extremes, you may see like a bit of change in your life. So I always wonder kind of why this toy that I always see in offices, this little like this pendulum, 3 balls, and I think it's a good analogy on life. How what excess force you put into the world will come back to you, and there should be a state of equilibrium and nilness in life in order to push forward. Well, that's it for me. I hope you manifest whatever you're trying to manifest. I hope this is some use to your strategy and how to get that. But till next time, you take care of yourself.